Namaskar, Adab, Sat Sri Akal. Welcome to Haridas Conversation and wish you a very happy Antarashtriya Purush Divas. यस मनन स्माइल कर रहे हैं क्योंकि मेरी उसी की तरह बहुत सारे जो श्रोता होंगे जो देख रहे होंगे उनको भी ये क्वेश्चन मार्क होगा कि अचानक से 19th of November को ये क्या बोल रही. So 19th of November is International Men's Day and on this occasion my warm wishes to all the viewers जिनके फैमिली में भी मैन है और जो भी पुरुष इसको देख रहे हैं, all the men who are viewing this, and we have a special psychiatrist with us, Manan. Manan, welcome to Haridas Conversation.
Thank you so much, Harita, for having me. Really looking forward to this conversation. I'm glad that we're celebrating International Men's Day, and not a lot of people acknowledge or celebrate it, but I'm looking forward to this conversation. So thank you for having me.
So Manan, psychiatrist के साथ साथ, he is a good person who can comment on that. Being a man, being into the profession, he must have come across a lot of questions, a lot of things. तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं क्योंकि हम जब इंटरनेशनल वुमेन्स डे आता है तो उसकी तो जोर शोर से तैयारियां होती है, चारों तरफ सबको पता होता है. मुझे लगता है कहीं ना कहीं इतना महत्व 19th of November को नहीं मिला है जब हम अंतर्राष्ट्रीय पुरुष दिवस मनाते हैं. So Manan, why this International Men's Day is important as per Manan?
I feel it's a lot of men are unsung heroes, no? हमारी family में when we are growing up, तो we tend to acknowledge और accept कर लेते हैं ये fact कि चलो पापा तो लड़ लेंगे, पापा तो काम पे जाते ही है, and it's like a given verdict कि that's what dads do. But we don't really completely acknowledge the magnitude of the level of struggles that our fathers do for us or the men in our life do for us. It's not just from a woman's perspective, but even being a guy, being a boy, I've seen my dad, I've seen men around me be excellent role models, and it's good to acknowledge those things, and it's good to sit back and think for a moment. जैसे हम International Women's Day celebrate करते हैं, तो equally International Men's Day भी celebrate करते हैं, तो it's fun and it's a good acknowledgement of the kind of contributions that men give in the society.
Yes. So International Men's Day is celebrated on 19th of November every year. जिनके लिए ये term थोड़ी सी नहीं है. Across 80 countries worldwide. और जब लोग पूछते हैं कि इसकी जरूरत क्यों है, तो जैसे कि मनन ने कहा कि we just acknowledge, जैसे कि हम इंटरनेशनल वुमेन्स डे में एक्नॉलेज करते हैं, एक दिन किसी भी चीज के लिए काफी नहीं होता, वैसे भी एक दिन मेंस के लिए बात करना काफी नहीं होता, but still it's a good time to acknowledge what they have done. The second thing is to work कि कहाँ पर हम improve कर सकते हैं, और कुछ social issues हैं जो हम उसको highlight कर सकते हैं. कहीं ना कहीं हम किसी की जिंदगी बेहतर बनाने के लिए कोशिश कर सकते हैं. जो विविध डाइवर्सिटी जो महिलाओं में है उसी तरह से पुरुष वर्ग में भी है, तो हम उसको भी कर सकते हैं, और कहीं ना कहीं ये सारी सीरियस बातों को छोड़कर फन कर सकते हैं. तो मनन, फन की बात आती है तो ज्यादातर लोग ये क्वेश्चन में चले जाते हैं कि भाई पुरुष जो है ना वो ठीक से फन नहीं करते, ठीक से बात नहीं करते, एक्सप्रेशंस नहीं आते, they don't open up what they want to say. ये कॉमन कमेंट्स हम नो मैटर आप इंडिया में हो, आप यूके में हो, आप ऑस्ट्रेलिया में हो, जनरली लोग ये बात करते हैं कि वो कम्युनिकेट नहीं करते, वो बताते नहीं है. व्हाट इज दिस फिनोमेना? क्या वो बात नहीं कर सकते, they can't communicate, or they करना नहीं चाहते, or there is something in between the line?
It's a very interesting one, isn't it? Because I think men and women are wired differently. Women are more artistic, women are more communicative, whereas men are more like जितने भी studies हुए, and this is mentioned in standard psychiatry textbooks as well, कि women in general are more communicative, they're more expressive, they're more artistic as well, whereas men are more logical, we're more logical, we think more rationally, हमारा A B C D E F G ऐसा सब होता है thinking. And that leads to a lot of lack of communication, but it's also yin and yang, कि जो the part of the family or the upbringing that a woman provides, a man cannot, and vice versa. So I think it is there is definitely the way men communicate, or the way men express, the way we express affection, or the way we express, like most men are also very passive aggressive. वो लोग अग्रेशन भी करना होगा तो एक अलग अलग तरीका होगा लड़कियों से. There is a difference in communication, and I guess it is just the way we are wired. It's not like we don't feel angry, we don't feel emotional, we don't feel like crying. ऐसा नहीं होता है. रोना हमें भी आता ही है, दुख हमें भी होता ही है, गला हमारा भी सूखता ही है. But it's just, I guess, it is the way we communicate our anger or sadness or happiness is slightly different maybe. But and I'm sure you know this as well, because you have, your father, your partner, everyone around you. So at beyond one point, we do understand what is going on in this chap's mind. It is not like कि पता ही नहीं चलता है. So with experience, people tend to understand कि अच्छा ये कुछ बोल नहीं रहा है, इसका मतलब कि ये silence का मतलब गुस्सा है और ये silence का मतलब sadness है.
True. So silence is a silent killer in men's life. Because kuch data, when you check and when you see, it says 1 in 8 men, they have a depression. 1 in 5 men will experience some stage their life, the frustration or the anger or the stress. और इसकी वजह कहीं ना कहीं ये भी है कि पूरी दुनिया में ज़्यादातर it's a male dominated society where it's equal thing, but still that the man who is considered as a main bread earner, or not considered as a main bread earner, but somewhere the responsibility, it's to lead the family, it's to be the head of the family. It's a generalized term, it's not this or that. So Manan, उस हिसाब से हम हमेशा कहते हैं कि हमारा जो मेल किरदार होता है, फादर होते हैं, भाई होता है, बच्चा होता है, इट्स अ सुपर हीरो. सो इमोशंस की बात करें तो वो किस हिसाब से इस सुपर हीरो के टर्म्स में फिट हो जाते हैं? बिकॉज कहीं ना कहीं ये सुपर हीरो फेनोमेना जो बचपन से बड़ा होता है, क्या वो कहीं ना कहीं आगे चलकर मेंटल हेल्थ को असर करता है?
हाँ, I guess with regards to positive reinforcement, जब किसी बच्चे को थोड़ी बहुत चोट आई और हम बोलते हैं कि टू एनकरेज कि भाई आप तो सुपर हीरो हो, या आप तो एवेंजर हो, या आप तो स्पाइडरमैन हो, तो आपको बहुत चोट नहीं आएगी, यू शुडंट क्राई. Those things are to a limit they're fine, but when that leads to restriction of expression of emotions, which is very natural. कोई भी इमोशन हम जो महसूस करते हैं, वो अगर अपने तरीके से, अपने नेचुरल तरीके से एक्सप्रेस नहीं कर पाएंगे, तो वो सैडनेस या वो एंगर कहीं ना कहीं सप्रेस होके चला ही जाएगा एट द बैक ऑफ आवर माइंड, इन आवर सबकॉन्शियस, एंड देन इट विल कम आउट इन वेरी अनहेल्दी वेज. सो to a point, it is always good to positively reinforce a child that you have the strength to overcome whatever adversity you are facing. But then that positive reinforcement need not become a burden. कि आप बोल सकते हो कि हाँ तू 90% स्कोर कर सकता है, तू 90% स्कोर कर सकता है, बट देन दैट शुड नॉट बी कि अगर उसने 89 स्कोर किया तो अरे रे तूने 89 स्कोर किया तो एकदम बड़ा डम्ब हो गया. That shouldn't, like that, it shouldn't create a pressure. So, and when that creates a pressure, definitely that leads to a lot of suppressed emotions, a lot of difficult issues. And I see a lot of parents these days are much more open to communication and are much more open to healthy discussions, which is a very good thing, I feel.
So Manan, जैसे कि आपने कहा कि it's a positive reinforcement, but still if we talk about the mental health issues among the men, generalized terms, it comes about stress, anxiety, and that can be solved out better if we communicate better. So what is the communication? Why they can't communicate the way it doesn't make it more complicated? As you said, you guys do communicate, but what makes the matter more complicated and it comes to the communication?
I guess there is this pressure, no? I guess there is this pressure and there is this judgment as well. कि एक जजमेंट भी है कि कोई भी कंफ्लिक्ट में अगर एक लड़का होगा और एक लड़की होगी और कोई कंफ्लिक्ट हुआ होगा, तो सोसाइटी इन जनरल विल प्रिज्यूम कि लड़के ने कुछ गलत किया होगा, लड़का ही कमीना है. तो ये प्रिजम्पशन ही होता है. एंड सिमिलरली if two people are going through something and if a man is involved, then there will be this thing कि वो तो चलो ठीक है, उसको तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, उस बेचारी को देख लो आप. तो that thing is there कि people presume कि यार he wouldn't be getting hurt, or he wouldn't be going to sleep crying at night, he wouldn't be going through the same sort of emotions. But there is this pressure, or there is this kind of अंडरस्टैंडिंग कि मर्द को दर्द नहीं होता है, बट होता है, दुख होता है, रोना आता है. So that pressure does create, you know, this self doubt in a lot of men that, oh, am I wrong to feel that? Does that make me vulnerable? Does that make me a weak person? Because I'm not probably as strong as I should be. And then a person starts doubting themselves. तो ये जो एक vicious cycle establish हो गई है कि because the man is the bread earner or the alpha of the relationship or the head of the family, that doesn't mean that the same person might not have bad days, might not feel sad, might not be worried or anxious about a recent project coming up or a recent important meeting coming up. तो हाँ, वो एक pressure I guess create करता है, which leads to a lot of people not being able to open up and bottling up emotions, and then when the emotions burst, so that comes out in unhealthy ways.
Yes, true. That's why I remember in one of the heart hospitals in Ahmedabad, it was said, open up your heart to your loved ones. So I don't need to open it. So that's a very famous line by some of the doctors. So ये जो हम बात कर रहे हैं, उसमें क्या country to country worldwide, can you see any difference? कौन-कौन से factors हैं जो इस जो पूरी सोच है, why they can't communicate or why they can't open up or why they can't, you know, be as normal as, you know, the general perception of the society is? What are the factors that affects to this building up? Because once we know that, we'll go how we can resolve it.
I think it is like when I used to practice in India, I used to feel कि ये men's mental health के लिए बहुत सारा stigma India में ही है. But now that I've been here for more than 6 months and I've seen a lot of patients, I know for a fact that there is this burden amongst men all over the globe, probably, because men are supposed to be the alpha, the strong ones. They tend to not show their vulnerable side. And I think that is what comes into play, that, you know, I'm a guy, I'm not supposed to be weak. I'm a guy, I'm not supposed to cry. I'm a guy, I'm supposed to be strong. I can't be vulnerable. I can't. And in fact, one thing I've seen is whenever girls are feeling sad, then they have one or two close friends with whom you open up, definitely. Like, you might not be opening up in front of your family, and you might not be opening up in front of your partner, but you will definitely open up in front of that girlfriend of yours, who you are very close to. That will be the first person to come to know about anything happening in your life. Sad, acha, bura, happy, whatever. Whereas it's the exact opposite with men. Everyone else in our surroundings would know except for our best friend, because that will matter a lot to us कि वो मेरे भाई के सामने मेरी क्या impression पड़ेगी. So, and that is very universal. That is very universal because we have a impression to uphold. We have a facade to maintain. We have a veil to keep. We have curtains of being strong and being independent and not being vulnerable. And those things lead to things bottling up in men, which lead to eventually not being able to communicate. And it is very universal. It is very universal.
Does any different cultural background makes a difference? Do you recognize some cultures are more strong towards the manhood or the masculinity, and some cultures are, okay, it happens, kind of, you know, having a very casual approach?
I think so. It does. Like in cultures where you have, which are still very orthodox, which are still, you know, have a very traditional way of family, where the man goes out and earns, whereas the woman handles the home, where you live in a joint family, where you have like a proper traditional setup जो होता है, उसमें men tend to be even more guarded. Whereas in today's day and age, when you have a working family, everyone goes out of the house to work. Everyone comes back, and the same people come back and work together in the house, distribute household things to do. In those cases, people are usually much more chilled out about expressing their vulnerabilities and everything, because I guess a major part of it is because then they feel that the partner would also understand what work pressures are and what meetings and corporate world and all those things. And this generation specifically, the generation that is growing up now in schools and everything, because we're doing programs like this, because we're doing events, because even at school level,
Yeah.
If you look at the CBSE, new CBSE curriculum, there's a lot of importance being given to mental health now. So right from the schooling, basic psychology, basic mental health things are being taught. So now, I guess going forward, people will be a bit more open to things like that. Fingers crossed. But still, वो divide तो रहेगा ही. It is very natural because men we wired that way. No, you can't. This is thousands of years purana. Like we used to be chimpanzees and we used to beat our chest and say, we are going out hunting and everything. So if we project vulnerability, then we'll be killed by the people who are stronger than us.
Yeah.
So that's not going to change anytime soon, to be honest.
Okay, so Manan, before we wrap up, if I ask you, what are the two major issues when it comes to the mental health for the male, and how, as a normal person in our day-to-day life, what we can do so we can support the men, and also the men can come up from that barrier or that kind of situation if they face any?
I think one of the major things. So I can recommend a couple of books actually. One of the books is called The Rational Male, which is a very good book. One has to read. And the other one is the one that I recently read. It's called No More Mr. Nice Guy.
Okay.
These are both books which celebrate masculinity, so as to say. That you need to be very unapologetic about being masculine and being a man, because a lot of times there's this shaming, on social media and everything, about a man being a man and having just basic things which are probably not insulting to women in general, but then there's a lot of shame and there's a lot of ridicule on social media which men face, which every one of us know. Even though we know that men are wired that way. मर्द ऐसे ही होते हैं, तो अब क्या कर सकते हैं? You can't change that. That is who people organically are. So I guess conscious acknowledgement of the fact of those facts and just having a sense of humor about certain things is very important. And the other thing I feel is a lot of men, and this was something which was mentioned in the book, that a lot of men don't communicate with other men. Like if you have, as long as you have a father figure in your life and you get along well with your dad, you would be communicating with your dad. But then a lot of men don't, like I said, because there's this pressure to live up to with friends and everything, they don't communicate. But when you do communicate with other men, you realize that most of our problems are the same. It's not like the guy that you were looking up to, who's 15, 20 years elder to you, who you thought that, he's achieved so much in life. He's gone ahead and he's achieved so much success, earned so much money. But as far as his personal life is concerned, his mindset is concerned, he would still face the same challenges. And that really helps normalize things and put things into perspective.
So you mentioned the two books, but still I'm asking you, if you want to pinpoint as a person, just one thing a day or one step at a time as a family, how you can support this person and how a person go ahead. Just one simple tips, no books, because many of them, they will say, don't want to read the book.
This, like I said, communicating with other men. For men, the tip would be to communicate with other men unapologetically. Set out a time, even if it is half an hour a week or 1 hour a week, where even if you don't want to call it like a support group for men or anything, just 4 or 5 men getting together and just talking things without any agenda. That helps sort your head out in a lot of ways. And for the family, as far as the family is concerned, I think creating an atmosphere where men can express themselves, that's very important, because giving that superhuman pressure is something that that will make the man more, bottling things up. So I guess acknowledgement of the fact that he would also be going through something. Let's not presume कि हमेशा मर्द का ही दोष होगा किसी भी argument में. Let us appreciate the fact कि उसकी भी कुछ मजबूरियां रही होंगी. वो है ना, I quote this, I think in everything that I've done, I quote this thing, which is उनकी भी कुछ तो मजबूरियां रही होंगी. यूं ही कोई बेवफा नहीं होता.
Bilkul, true. So it's on a very simple notes we conclude here, and I think it's very important. Don't forget to read 2 books what Manan has just mentioned, because it may open up some new
books, actually. If you read those, they are very funny and very entertaining books.
Yeah, so it may open up some new thought process, some new. It's not only for a person, but it can also support the whole family as a thing. And let's make the society where when we acknowledge the International Women's Day, we can also acknowledge and celebrate International Men's Day in the same spirit. Thank you so much, Dr. Nanan. We'll keep talking with you on the different topics in coming up episodes. Stay tuned.
Thank you, Harita. See you soon. Bye.